Foolish Little Girl, written in 1963 by Howard Greenfield and Helen Miller, made famous by the Shirelles and probably some others. I have it capoed up here on the 3rd fret. Everything I'll say will be relative to this capo. So if I say I'm playing a G, it's going to look like this, even though that's truly B flat. This is the same key that the Shirelles played in. This first run is a G, an E minor, an A minor 7th, and a D. And I sort of just improvise just like they do. They're just talking through it. G to an E minor, to a A minor 7th, and then a D. And then they do it again. End up on this D note because that walks you up to the song. And that's a D, E, F sharp, and then the first half of this first run looks like this. That is a B minor, just going down strings 1, 2, and 3, and then to an E minor, hitting the B note as your melody. Twice. And then you go to a G chord, and that's a B, A, G, A, and then you go to a D chord with an F sharp bass, hitting the same B, A, G, A, and then back to the G, and there the melody is B, D, B. So this first half of the first run is mostly repeats. And then this time through it's an A chord, D chord, and a G. The A chord is an A with an open B on the 2nd string. And that's a B, A, G, A. And then a D, once again hitting that B, A, G, A, and then when you get to the G chord, your melody's there on the D note. So the second half of this run is to the second part. Those 4 chords are a D, hitting a D as your melody on the 2nd string, a G chord hitting the G note on the 3rd string, open, and then you go to an A minor 7th, but you're hitting the D note as your melody, and then you go to a C chord, hitting the E note as your melody. So those 4 chords are F. And that is an F, first string, and then a G chord, and the G chord's a G7 because it's F, E, D, C is the melody, and back to the C chord. Hitting your E note on the first string is your melody. You've got another beat there, so I just hit a G in the bass. So this run so far looks like this. Then you go to the next half. First chord, there's an A7th, and you're hitting the E note as your melody, and then you're hitting an A chord, and you're hitting the A note on the third string. Then you go to another A7, hitting the E again, and then another A7, except this time you're hitting an F sharp as your melody. And then you move to an E minor. So it's E minor, hitting a G, then it's an A, hitting a G, F sharp, E, D, and then you go to two D chords. C sharp, E, D, D. And then it jumps very back to the next beat. Then repeats. Here's the break. It goes through many times, and the last time they do that 3 or 4 times. And what that is the A, the D, and then back to the G. And then it's a D, G, E, D, or multiple combinations of that. It can be